Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to FF14 Heavensward. Last time, we took down the anti-tower in the hopes of finding Minfilia. And, well, I guess we kind of succeeded. Turns out Minfilia has been, well, basically abducted by Hydaelyn, and is now serving as her voice. Unfortunately, a couple of the Scions are really taking this rather hard. Alphino and Thancred in particular are just not happy with this. Interested to see where this is going to go. What do we got? This war of ours. Oh dear. Sounds like we're headed right back to Ishgard.
I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Philemon. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Uranger. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, Dekumon, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest, but I know there's a lot more quests in this line before you can.
Yeah, don't remind me.
But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Emmerich while you were away. It would seem he's planned a ceremony of some sort, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit.
A reward? A ceremony? Oh, I can't possibly see this going off the rails. Oh boy. Emmerich, what you got on the docket today?
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Well, Alphino received it, but he passed it on.
Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. What's up?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event.
No kidding.
The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope.
Yeah, that's what we call stupidly good luck.
Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
Oh, you sly devil. That's what this is about, isn't it?
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
Oh, come on. Of course I'm going to attend.
But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
Oh, so I get to be both honored guest and bodyguard. I can pull double duty.
Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Yeah, just don't expect him to do it peacefully. Oh, hey, easy there. Somebody's been burning the candle at both ends.
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
Ah, right. I forgot you got stabbed earlier. Hopefully that's healed up somewhat.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots.
Well, that's good.
The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
I mean, we have to try, if nothing else.
I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
Ooh, cold weather.
Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Damn, man. You're spoiling me here. Okay.
Oh, and one more thing.
Eh? What's up, man?
A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Wow, he actually is gonna let his hair down for a change. Thinking Forshafat and the others, right? Gotta love the words not said. All right, let's go find Lucia. She was just right outside the door too.
The Lord Commander said you would come, Dekumon.
Yeah, he did. He told me all about this crazy plan. And I hope it works.
As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmerich wanted a symbol which would endure long after the conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. It was not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it drawn closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I'm rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you.
My journey wasn't that hard, but all right. Another step closer. What do we got now? Staunch conviction.
If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from afar and wide to attend the ceremony, you may meet Lords Etorial and Amelian.
Why? Why are they here?
Who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must needs return to my duty of avoiding those two idiots.
I've got to be honest, I don't like those two. They both annoy me. I don't know why I bothered mounting up. There's literally Redwald's right here. I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Master Let's Play. And fear not, I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Huh. Maybe I should head out there and deal with that. That doesn't sound like something I should just leave to chance. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things. And he'll do it by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. Nice to see at least a little bit of the old faith. Roth, I don't remember you, I'm sorry.
Pretty exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand. We all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past, so hearing that we're close to reconciliation comes as a great relief.
And finally I get to go chase down Artorial, who literally is making me wasting my time mounting up. Don't know why I bothered.
How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. And here I am, laboring to make it so.
You don't have to sound so excited, dude.
Oh. Lord Artorial, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down.
Ha! Gee, I just said this might be a problem.
The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury, take me. They would defy Sir Emmerich's commands if they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that. But to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a House of Lord Fortemp presence.
How about if I show up on Midgard Sommer's back? Let's see him fight that.
I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Aurelian while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be, I'm sure.
Alright, fine.
Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long.
Here's hoping. You know, I half expected to be the one to actually head to the Convictors, but alright. Maybe they'll listen to you more than they will me. Oh, and as convenience would have it, Aurelian was literally just standing right here. Once more a favor.
I'm rather busy at the moment, old boy. Guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. Artorial thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guest to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may. Right, there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old boy. Come, Honorit, I must return to my rounds.
And once again, leaving poor Honorit in the dust.
Oh dear, do be careful, my lord.
I can't tell if that was a nod or not. I'm gonna have to watch the instant replay on that one once or twice to be sure if that was a nod. But anyway, we are gonna head out into the world and find us some wolves to play with. That purple smoke's a dead giveaway. We're gonna have something here to whack upon. I should probably pull out the chocobo, actually. I don't know, it seems possibly overkill, but hey. Might as well let him out and have a little XP. Oh no, never mind. It is massive overkill. These poor dogs do not deserve the abuse I'm heaping upon them. Yet that was excessive as hell. My poor chocobo was completely unnecessary, and I still have another pack of wolves to clear out. Can you guys put up any more of a fight? I see just 2 ghost wolves, no alpha this time. If that's the case, this is gonna be even easier than the prior fight. Okay. Is that it? Wow. That was way too easy. Well, Aurelian, that was very, very easy.
Dekumon, let's play Wolfsbane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds, and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confess. Clever that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you.
Oh, right. I remember that now.
Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there.
Thancred's out and about here in Falcon's Nest area? Well, how far out is he? Oh, he is a good distance out. The old frozen camp. See, it's quests like these that make me really, really glad I have flying, because damn, this would have been a long walk otherwise.
I fancy meeting you here, Dekumon. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. God, I'm bored.
I mean, it's just wolves, so I'm not surprised. Well, now what, Aurelian?
And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them. Comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but to enjoy our well-earned respite.
Well earned, he says. Well, it was a pretty easy little thing, but I don't know, we'll call it. Oh. Anytime I see a banner like this, it's usually a major quest.
Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Artorial wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and get something to eat?
Food? Food sounds good, actually.
For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, Dekumon. I'll join you anon.
Food, he says. Food. Actually didn't make me go here. I'm getting here via cutscene. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. I guess that guy maybe just had too much to drink.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Okay, I was not expecting this to be voice acted. Well, alright, don't mind if I do. Ooh.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some color back in them cheeks.
I wonder how that phrase would have gone over if I had been like this like pale ashen gray color characters, because you can actually do that with a couple of the races. I don't know what it is, but it's tasty.
Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
Oh, I can imagine the cook's working overtime tonight.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit.
Why did that sound surprisingly sinister all of a sudden?
My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see.
Uh-huh.
And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Okay, no, you're super suspicious all of a sudden. Did you just drug me? Oh my gosh, he did! Oh, son of a bitch.
You were right, my friend. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest?
Oh, this is not gonna end well.
After all you've done, I say you've earned it.
Oh shit. Well, alright, that's the end of the LP, guys. Good night. I've apparently been poisoned to death. Kind of an ignominious way to go, but hey. Worked for Nanamu for, you know, a few levels worth of quests. Maybe it'll work for me too.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Ah, crap. Thancred! Thancred, you better get your ass in here fast. I've been poisoned. I'm about to... Oh gosh. This is not going to end well for me.
This was never your fight.
Yeah, that wasn't sinister at all. What the f... Oh, okay, no. No. I'm getting an echo flashback here. Great.
My son. They told me he walks in Alone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
Here we go again. Circle of hatred all over again.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse.
No, what's worse is realizing you've been effectively fighting for the wrong reasons all your life. That's what's worse.
Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future, my flesh and blood, my heart.
Yeah, well, lest you forget, both sides have suffered some pretty egregious losses. You think the dragons haven't been losing people left and right? How many freaking Germanians do you think I've had to cut down over the course of this expansion? A lot. A lot. Cripes, I don't want to think of having to count that many dragons. I'd probably be higher than the old Nod count right now.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
Might want to tell you a wee bit about how that's not courage then.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I!
Here comes that whole resistance to change thing again.
I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks?
Wow.
It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
Somehow I don't quite believe that.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
You guys don't get it. That's not Emmerich's plan. His plan isn't to forgive and forget. His plan is to patch up and move on. It's a very different thing. And it's something that takes a lot more work.
No. I will not let that happen.
Oh, you're even gonna be the one to suggest this instigation, huh?
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Oh, Jesus criminelli.
Hey! This is no time for napping.
Yo, shit, it's about bloody time you got here, Thancred. I got through 2 flashbacks before you showed up. Wait, what, she did just leave me here in the frickin' tavern? She did. Wow.
Do you have your wits
I'm
about
insulted.
you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Oh, I can well imagine. Her again.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter.
You speak of them slaughtering. I see dead bodies on the ground, and I'm pretty sure they're your fault.
Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy.
Great. There's one of you in every crowd, I swear.
Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
Okay, I'm calling it here. I'm throwing you off the side of this balcony.
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Well, at least Amelian's got his head on straight.
Yes, my lord.
To a certain extent. Oh, jeez. Ooh! Okay, killing her is a bad idea.
See? See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward.
Dude, do not kill her. She will become a martyr for this insane cause. Take her into custody instead.
This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by Dragon's Fang, or death by Nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear.
Fanaticism is an ugly thing.
I spit on your choices, nobleman! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
Oh no. For those of the semi-squeamish stomach, you may wish to look away because I think she's, with those words, I have a strong feeling she's about to throw herself off that balcony. Oh! Okay, I was wrong. 100%. She just got smoked by that archer. Yeah, no shit. Well, now you've just made a martyr out of her.
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
Well, you couldn't have freaking done something else. Didn't order you to kill her.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Yeah, I think his order was specifically do something. Yep. I think you have lost the crowd, good sir. Well, this is a fine way to start a peace conference, isn't it, Thancred?
I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with the messenger who said they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Amelian has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Things are not going to end well here, I'm sure. Yeah, I can imagine that the lot of the people here are going to be really riled up. I mean, this guy's probably going to be more afraid than anything, since he's a highborn. My wife and I fell while fleeing to the others at first. The Churgeons tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything. And for what? For what, I say?
For giving me a headache, that's what. Oh, they're both above me. If you are above me, then... Over here? Ah, there's one.
They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? That their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it? Or will there be others like them and the True Brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can.
Sad words to go by, good sir. Sad words to go by. Oh, the other one is literally behind me. Completely missed them.
I'd heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Emmerich take the bloody change and shove it at their asses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again.
Like I said, lost the crowd.
Well, what say you?
I'd say we're screwed. We're 100% screwed.
So, the violence is past, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones?
Oh yeah, there's that wound again. Yeah, thanks for bringing Minfilia up. We really needed that. What are we looking at here? 240 items. Not bad, but I have a 260 weapon, so I definitely do not need one.
Lord Artorial and the First Commander should have returned by now.
Yeah, they're late.
To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emelian, and I somehow doubt he has moved an ilm since last we saw him.
Yeah, he's most likely barricaded in his room.
My apologies, Dekumon. I bear full responsibility for this debacle.
There will be time for that later.
I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know?
Well, we know somebody screwed the pooch.
According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Emelian ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives.
Wow. See, I expected her to do that. But unfortunately, Emelian made it about twice as worse than it could have been.
Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were severely injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives. For the time being, at least. The Churchans are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night.
Wow. I'm actually surprised she lived through that.
Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seem disillusioned.
Yeah, we really need to find some way to change the mood around here. Maybe some lighting.
You spoke with them then, I see. Sir Emmerich placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and we'll do so again. If we could find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Emmerich's final decision.
That may actually be for the best. If nothing else, it'll give Tempers a chance to cool down a little bit.
Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Dekumon, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead?
Ah, okay.
Get up, Emelian. You're going with him. Go on without me.
I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear?
Yes, my lord. Come, Honorit.
Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Ah, next leg of the quest, right? Go chase down Honorit.
Honorit? Honorit? I could have sworn he was...
Oh, great. I gotta chase after him, too. Criminelli. Alright, I have to find Honorit. I know he's above me somewhere, thanks to the little height marker, but he wasn't above me by much. Oh, there you are. What the... Who the heck knocked you on your ass?
Onawa!
That's how you pronounce that? Boy, I've been screwing that up all this time.
No, no. What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Also, holy cow, I did not realize he was a kid.
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Wow. Boy, this is what happens when you don't get a good close-up of a character. You never realize their true age. I did not realize how young Hanua was, or how to pronounce his name.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
Oh, I'm sure he got roughed up by the locals.
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Yeah, you might want to figure that part out.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost.
Yeah, living in the past, never a great idea, sorry.
But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Alright. No, he's alright. He just needs a doctor.
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujin without delay.
That's, oh wow. I have just been mispronouncing everything left and right. I thought that was just Churchin.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing, and still it falls to pieces!
Well, Emelian, all I can say is, welcome to politics!
Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
I don't know. Oh, my character does though, and he's not happy about it.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
Good advice, Thancred. Really good advice. Oh!
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Hardly. Damn, I've wanted to do that all expansion.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed.
Yep, there comes Benfilia again.
I have.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta drag them both to the Chi-Urgins now. You know, I got 2 arms. I can just take a foot in each hand and drag them over. Oh, he's still conscious, okay. Make him walk. Huh, well, Thancred's a little on the, whew, yeah. He's been bottling that one up for a while, ever since he heard about Benfilia, I think. All right, Thancred, you wanna talk?
I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this, but he...
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, we all have choices to make.
I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard.
He'll be fine, I suppose. Oh, hey, Ed's here. There's someone I haven't heard from in a while. Oh yeah, I didn't think this one would be voiced.
Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Dekumon. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass?
Well, it wasn't a good thing. Okay, I guess I was getting permission to tell the story there.
I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away, is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past, without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers, without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But, as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us.
I mean, we can easily get you a new common enemy. We've got the Garleans.
No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a unified Iscardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever.
Huh. Interesting thought there.
Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of the three nations might be presented as a triumph.
Very well. You may count on my support, for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Aemilian take part in the Grand Melee. Wow. I knew you didn't like your son, but if you're trying to get him killed, there are far, far easier ways to do it.
By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds, I would have him bring our nation honor.
Ah, okay, redemption. You want redemption.
As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Dekumon, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once, and begin making arrangements for the Grand Melee.
Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Alright, fine, I'll go break the news that he's in deep doo-doo. Suppose we also gotta find Lucia too. Alright, I guess we're subdividing this little effort, right, Thancred?
So that is the solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be at the front lines.
And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more?
Ooh. We have come this far, have we not? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. It's getting to be a bit much, isn't it? I like this one. Friends and comrades. A poor choice of words. For friends tried and true then, the living and the lost. So, for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Let me guess, is curiosity? Nope, curiosity does not compel me to follow. I have to go find Lucia, and thankfully, she's right here.
Well met, Dekumon. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich?
Yeah, he's got a crazy idea, and I like it.
I was aware of the Alliance's request. So, Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand.
Ha! I have a feeling you're talking about the Empire.
Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch...
Don't worry, Thancred's got it covered.
Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he has acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable.
Oh, if you really didn't think Hilda would do that, I'm pretty sure she'd send some high quality grunts to us. Well, Hilda, let's see what you have to say to this.
Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Emmerich's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers.
Here.
Well, well. Seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guess. Can't say I disagree with the choices, though. She's got a good eye. Well, you'll be fighting, too. Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take the minds off getting their hands tied and all. Think about it, eh?
I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you?
I thought not.
On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I'll search Foundation, you take the pillars. Of course, and, well, it doesn't say I'm gonna find him in the pillars, it just says search for him in the pillars. Ah, hiding in the market square. Come on, dude.
I carried Horrit to the manor.
Sorry, I'm gonna end up still calling him Honorite.
Our best churgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will.
Don't worry, he'll be fine.
So, Father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. Ah, my beloved family. Always making my decisions for me.
Dude, you fecked up. Time to fess up.
No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the man you want to be. Whereas I am a son of House Fortemp, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honorite, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Emmerich, and I will make my own decision.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that. He actually seems to be getting a little character growth there. Okay, something tells me this one will have voice acting. Just because I feel like this is such a big character moment for Mr. Amelian. Oh, Ed's here too. This should be good.
If I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
All right.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion.
Nope, he did not.
He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution.
Yeah, tyranny is never the solution.
But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them.
Again, I will never get his name right.
Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends.
See? Character growth.
I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Daddy looks like he's gonna shit a brick there.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
Come on, crack a smile, Ed.
You'll take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
Aw. I was so hoping Ed would crack a smile there.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
Duty, he says. He's looking forward to this.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Okay, now he's finally smiling.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Oh, is that my cue I hear?
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory.
And is willing to kick the asses of the other 3 countries to help your damn city's morale?
A warrior
Damn right I am.
equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Oh, come on. After all that, I'd be such an ass to say no. Come on. Yep, there we go.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Sounds good to me. Ah, this is gonna be fun. Oh yeah, a grand melee and me fighting for the city of Ishgard. Oh, the other grand companies are gonna crap their pants when they see me on the other side of the aisle. Gods help me, I think it might be love. I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotions. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment I was very inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight. And yours, but not mine. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, that is where I'm gonna call this one here. We made good progress today. We made some dang good progress. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzine adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.
Like a spring step back, two step, 1, 2.